Welcome back to the Sharpe Shooters Sports Talk. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, threes, fours, and the fives, and the six. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the house. Very special guest, man. Been waiting to do this for a minute, man, and it is the week for their big event, and we will be talking about all that and more stuff. But of course, y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It costs you $0.00 to support. But of course, we gotta introduce the guys first. Of course, man, y'all already know, man, Jackson State's own, and y'all already know Mr. Kappa, man. He's retired in both things, in the workforce and in coaching. So he's on these YouTube streets with us. Y'all show your love for our OG, Coach Al.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate you having me on, Brisky. Yeah.
Oh, man, you funny. Oh, he's trying to be bashful tonight, man. Oh, man, and y'all already know. Alabama A&M former running back and graduate, our main man that knows it all. And be hurting feelings all over these streets, man. Having these guys crying about he don't know football until you start breaking these S's and O's down. Doesn't care nothing about your feelings and will be happy to tell you. It's just his humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know. Show your love for our brother and friend, Coach Sean.
Much love to the broskies. One more again. Good to see my brother, Coach Al. Good to see my brother, Brinsky. Everybody in the chat, man, and really excited about the guests that Brinsky has brought on, man. You know, straight up blessing, straight up. No other way to describe it, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I can't wait for these brothers to come up, man. Like I said, everybody hit that like and subscribe button, man. And definitely, if you have any questions for the fellas, man, put it in the chat, man. Can't wait to hear from all you guys. But without further ado, man, I got to introduce these boys, man. I said I was going to start giving everybody great since I had Clint introduction so high, I said I'm going to start doing that for everybody else for now on, man. So this is what I got for y'all. And I said today we got some special guests in the building. These guys are the masterminds behind one of the most competitive and fast rising 7-on-7 football events in the country. The Sevens right out of Atlanta. If you follow high school football, especially elite 7-on-7 competition, you already know the Sevens is where the top tier talent shows up, competes, and makes a name for themselves. This isn't just a camp. This is a platform, a stage, a proving ground for the next wave of stars. They have built something that brings exposure, high-level competition, and real opportunities to young athletes looking to elevate their game and their recruitment. Today, we are going to talk about how the Sevens got started, what separates them from the others 7-on-7 events, and what's next for this growing movement out of Atlanta and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all show your love, and I mean show your love to these brothers. Before, man, you know what? They deserve this too. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love to the founders of the Seven, Mr. Zarian Stewart and Mr. Mick Hamilton. What's going on with y'all brothers, man? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Appreciate that intro.
Yeah, man, the intro was man. I feel like somebody.
Hey, man, you are somebody, man. You gotta let people know, hey, man, how important they are, man. Appreciate y'all brothers coming on here, man. Glad that y'all can come on here, man. It's something that I've been told you I've been wanting to do. Love what you've been doing, man, and especially, of course, I know you because we're family.
For sure.
But man, it's definitely nice to get Mick for the first time, man. Just can't wait to hear about y'all journey and everything. So, without further ado, man, how all this even came about? What was the idea behind all this? Just to kick it off.
Man, I'll let Mick start it off, but man, I got to say, Coach Al, I did not know we had some noobs in the building.
Oh, and that was one thing I forgot to say, man.
Fall 17. Yes, sir. I didn't know that.
Definitely frat brother. I forgot to mention that too.
Yeah.
But now
Ain't no Simeon on him right quick, you know.
Man, you see, I'm an old school player, man. I know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to twirl the cane and all, man.
Well, you know, I can work with that, you know. I really
hey, don't tempt me. Do not tempt me at all. You bring that game. I might have to put out
I mean, you know, since you want to go there, I mean, I am in my lair. Okay.
For us, man.
I ain't gonna stand it for you right now, but I can.
Okay. See, you gotta show me some when you come out there, man.
That's right.
Okay, I like that. But now I'll let Mick start it off, man. I'll pick it back.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I appreciate meeting you all. Heard great things about you all, and yeah, no, I mean, little background on ourselves. I've worked in NIL for about 4 years. Worked in college football at Cincinnati for the Bearcats in college, and had the opportunity to really leave and kind of join an NIL and did the first 2 NIL deals in NCAA history. Is actually with the Jackson State player, New York City, Antoine Owens. And been doing that for years, and eventually got to meet Zirian. He was putting together one of his own events, his first ever 7-on-7 event, and man, it was just, we kind of connected, became really good friends, and I was just there to really support him. And working at Cincinnati and recruiting in Ohio, 7-on-7 football is banned. So for me personally, I never saw it in person. It was more something that maybe the kids in Atlanta or in the South were always playing. We're like, man, we've never really seen this. What is this? So once I saw it firsthand at Zirian's event, I was like, oh, this might be the future one of, you know, spring football for high school athletics, but also I've always seen it more of as a branding play for these future, you know, college athletes in the NIL era. So AU, the circuits, putting all the top kids against each other creates a lot of media and marketing opportunities. That's always something I noticed that lacked with football players, where they weren't necessarily ready for the marketing standpoint of things for college. So, you know, being back around the game, having Zirian kind of show us 7-on-7, we kind of came up with this idea with the Sevens football of really kind of creating an event where kids are excited to come to it, and you feel like you're really getting that value back. Growing up, I went to a lot of events where, you know, there's 20 different fields. You just show up on a field, you have these times, and if you win, you get a small little trophy. And so for us, it was like, man, how can we kind of just give back and be different? And so that's what we did with the Sevens, you know, raising, you know, giving away $20,000 and donating back to these programs, giving so much to these kids. And also just kind of putting on an event where you're able to see the best kids in the country go up against, you know, the best kids from, you know, the West Coast against the East Coast, and see these matchups that you can't see anywhere else. So, yeah, really blessed. It's crazy. It's been 2 years now. It feels like we just started this thing, and yeah, just blessed to be able to have a partner like Zirian. So
I received that, my brother.
Oh man, that's real nice to hear, man. Hey man, just off 2 years, man, to see. I still regret missing one last year, family stuff. But I've definitely won. I told him right after that, man, I wasn't going to miss this one. And literally within a year, man, y'all have just grown to this juggernaut within a year. So that lets you know that you guys are doing amazing things over there. Coach Al, anything y'all got to ask the brothers?
Go ahead, Coach Al.
I love it, man. The South is all about football, you know, and you know, going way back, Coach Sean, over here in Cobb County, you know, that's a hotbed of football. And back when we was building Hillgrove, we actually hosted the very first middle school 707.
That's dope.
Georgia Middle School State Athletic Association. We put that thing on way back, 2012. You know, way back, you know.
Yeah.
That was unheard of, but it was just one of those things I thought would be kind of cool for springtime competition to keep football going, because so I'm happy to see that you guys have taken it to another level to make it nationwide, and to do some good things. I just want to hear more about, the vision. That's the thing. Everything that's big like this has to have a big vision, man.
Sure.
It'd be great to hear you guys expound on some of that.
I'll say, like, I'll just take it from this side. Like, as far as like a vision, the best thing I'll say is like, just I'll talk about, just like I said, how we came about it, and then like how it like just transpired. But for me, like, I'm big on like how things look. Like, I'm an aesthetic king. Like, Mick knows this like crazy. Like, I'll be like, bro, I like it, but it's just how it looks. And so to me, it's just like, you guys remember like And1, right? And you remember how at one point And1 was kind of like jumping over the like the Jumpman and Nike at one point. Remember, And1 was hot. Like, you was playing And1, you had the And1 cleats. I mean, the shoes, you had the the shirts on, but And1 had swag. It had some flair to it. And so I was just thinking, I was like, man, the first time I ever seen a 7-on-7 event, because I used to do like free exposure camps. So I used to do camps to where like we'll basically just like make it free in the area for kids just to come out, compete, try to like grow their recruiting. But I was just seeing like 7-on-7, man, you had like hundreds of people just like come out. And so the first time like I ever got introduced to it, I was like, man, like, this is it? Like, y'all doing all this for like just a trophy? And they was and the people were like, this is one of the best tournaments in the, I was like, okay, I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not a hater. So I'm like, okay, cool, to each his own. And so like, I had an idea. I was like, man, I would want to get into this. It's almost like I wanted to get into this. It was like right idea, wrong time, wrong people, let me say. And so, got into the space, man. And the first ever tournament I ever did, man, it was like, Cam Newton had a situation there. We'll just say it like that, right? And I had met Mick beforehand, right? And Mick had reached out to I had reached out to Mick, and I was like, hey, like, we're looking to like, getting an NIL, like somebody like talking. He was like, man, I don't mind coming out. We ended up connecting, having dinner. Before I know it, man, me and him on the phone, we playing a game. I'm like, okay, bro, like, bro's like cool. And I think us just building a bond from there, like I said, just from having just like true friendship. Like, I asked him, I don't think Mick, did I ask you for a favor? Or I was just like, bro, like, do you like, I think he offered, like, I was just like, I was telling him I needed help. And I was like, hey, I didn't have a drink sponsor. And he was just like, oh, bro, I know Prime Hydration. And I'm like, what? Like, Prime at this point, millions of followers on Instagram. And I'm like, you know them? Like, he's like, yeah, I can call somebody up to possibly come and help you out. And I'm like, bro, for real? Literally within like hours, called. He's like, yeah, Z, they'll be out there. And I'm like, bro, what do I owe you? Like, what do I? He's like, bro, you're good, bro. Like, I'll come out if you need me to. Like, bro, I'll come speak. And again, to me, like, things like that just speak. Like, I'm a big energy guy. And I'm like, man, like, this is my type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, he ain't asking for nothing, but the vision kind of just transpired from there, where we were just trying to bring like culture within the space, coming it back with like 7-on-7 and just breeding something with like this authentic, and to give kids an opportunity to really shine and like be themselves too out there.
Hey, that's nice. That's sweet, man. You can showcase guys, and you got branding, and you got support and backing an organization.
Yeah,
sure. I tell you, when putting on events like this, the devil's in the detail. As Coach Sean was like, the truth is in the detail.
Yeah.
Okay? But the takeaway, when people walk away from your event, what they're saying about what Sevens is doing, that is thorough. Okay. That speaks volumes for wherever you go in your brand. So to hear you say energy, yeah, I love that. I love all of that.
Nah, that's what I appreciate that.
I love all of that.
You mute, Rinsky.
He never a lie without a mute button. Never a lie without a mute button, man. But yeah, I know Coach Sean used to do coach 7-on-7, man. So I know he knows a lot about these 7-on-7 events. So I'm gonna let him get in there. And I knew he was gonna do it. You on mute.
Crazy, man. I was just laughing at Brinsky. Shout out to Bishop too, man. Bishop in the chat. Much love to Bishop, man, and Susan and everybody for tapping in, showing love. Yeah, man. I just really admire, what you guys do, because what you was just explaining, Zarian, man, it just don't happen like that nowadays, man.
Nah.
And for you guys, for Mick to come in and you guys to bond like that, man, that's a true blessing, man. So you guys always stick together, man, and have each other's back, man. and do this stuff together, man, because that is I applaud you guys so very much, man, because you know sometimes what you said, Z, a few minutes ago really, really struck a chord with me, because I've had the experience of being with great ideas, but with the wrong people.
Oh boy,
You know,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, great people, great guys, but just kind of want to stay stuck and we don't want nothing. We're not trying to do nothing. And you know, if you're not careful, these people will keep you right here.
I agree.
If you're not careful. So that is absolutely awesome, man. Shout out to you and Mick for doing great things. I had several instances, man, with younger kids in the ALYFA.
Yes, sir.
Here at the Athens Limestone Youth Football Association, where we started, and then moved on up to the NAW, the North Alabama Wolfpack, all the way up here to the 256 family. All these different 707 and local tournaments up here.
Yeah, I know the 256 family for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, Bulldog Academy, Monrovia Panthers, all these Huntsville, Alabama area based 707 clubs, man. And so when Brinsky first told me about the opportunities that you guys were doing and what you guys were doing, man, I really did my research on it, and I was blown away, just like Coach Al said, about the amount of traction this tournament was getting, man. And when Brinsky told me that you guys were family, and then Duke spoke on you, you know what I mean, and did my research and saw Mick on there and the things he had done. Hey, man, listen. The number one question I would love to ask both of you guys is, as far as like the people around you and the ideas that the other people have around you, how did you guys, I guess, bring what Zarian had in his mind, what Mick had in his mind? How did you guys really bring it together, and how did you make it work so easy?
I think we just trust each other, honestly. I mean, I think we just built a relationship, kind of like what Zarian said. I mean, the relationship was never based around the sevens. It was more just based around Zarian and Mick and becoming friends. Like, I'm from Cincinnati. I don't have a lot of friends in Atlanta. You know, I was newer here. And I spent a younger guy who was hustling in the space. I'm like, I like this guy. So for us, it's like, I don't know, it's such a great relationship. I talk to my parents about it all the time. My dad's an entrepreneur, and kind of similar what you were talking about, where, you know, you never know about your partners and whatnot. And I don't know, it's just something that's so smooth, where it's like, hey man, like, let me hear you out, you hear me out, and let's just, you know, there's never an ego between us. And I think that's something that it's super unique. I've actually never had in such an awesome partnership like this, where it's just anything I've done. I mean, there's a blessing, you know, it's fun to build something that you have a vision for and you're passionate about, but it's even more fun and maybe even more rare to build it with somebody who's, you know, on an equal with you, you know, same energy level. So that's my piece to it. I just feel like it's easy for us, and we respect each other a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
See, for me, and being and seeing 707 tournaments and seeing that you guys had max preps along with you guys, man, that is awesome, man. That you know, get God glory on that. Yeah, that is. I can't explain to you how great that is for young guys to be doing their thing like that, man. And the most important thing, and I know me and Coach Allen Brinsky really talk about this quite a bit, along with our other coaches that be on here, man. Really to have these opportunities, man, to give these young kids, to get these guys to go out and ball out and showcase these kids with some great branding and some great people that's going to be there watching these kids and get in some great competition.
Facts. That's what we want.
I give you guys all love. I'm definitely going to support you guys. Obviously, being in the building, we're going to support you guys heavily. And my last question, you know, for right now is what role did you guys take? Not giving out too much of your secrets, right?
Yeah, you good.
But basic things. How do you guys get branding from an entity like Max Preps? How did you go about getting that relationship with these guys?
Let me get that. That's his play, man.
Yeah.
God. I mean, it was really what it was. I mean, we were kind of looking, and we had an idea this year to take it to a next level. So at a point, Zier and I were talking, hey, let's create our own live stream, which is kind of kick. Yeah. I can't even imagine if we're trying to do this right now. I probably lost our mind.
Not easy.
We're calling around. We have no background producing live streams, and I'm on ChatGPT, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just see if I can find a kind of supplier to live streams. Find NFHS network. Then it kind of went to play on. I just kind of, when you go on a website and you just type in like, hey, contact us. I was like, can we pay somebody basically to, is there a possibility to pay you guys a live stream? And then it kind of turned into a conversation to learn more about what we're doing. It's like, hey, had 12 5-stars last year. We had 77 4-stars, 350 kids with Division I offers out of 500. We had, Tom Lloyd, Chad Simmons, every top writer in the country. We did millions of views last year. It's our first one. So it's like, yeah, we're trying to do it. And they're like, wait, this is kind of what we do. And so it kind of just became a first and initial conversation. They got to meet us. I think they wanted to vet us out as well. Just like, anybody when a big company like that is going to partner with somebody, you got to vet, who you're partnering with. And from there, we all kind of had the same vision, their vision. They understood what we're trying to do. We're maybe more out of the entertainment aspect. We're just trying to put these kids on and recruiting exposure. So they're all behind that. That's what they're all about. And so it kind of came together perfectly. And yeah, I mean, we're the first ever 7-on-7 event that Max Preps ever has partnered with in their company's history, which they've been around since 2002, which I was born in 1997. So I think I was 5 years old.
Just say it like that's just some small feat right there, man. Say
Exactly.
Yeah. They're like that's just nothing, man. That's something major, man.
100%. Yeah. So it's a great opportunity, right? So it's for us, we're like, cool, we get to bring Max Preps into this. Which for me, it's a newer space. I know for a lot of people, it's been around a little bit longer, but it's like, hey, let's bring in Max Preps and just legitimize it even more, really show this a not great opportunity for exposure. And I think it helps grow, the rest of the game around the country outside of us too. But at the end of the day, I mean, if we didn't have the teams that Zirian talks to and, everything's a part of the team. So I got lucky and shooting my shot with the call, but they're not going to pull the trigger on,
right.
without the whole team.
A wise man once said, man, you miss the shots you don't take.
Facts, though.
Clearly, you made it sound like it was a full court shot, and you made it.
Nah, he missed it. Bro, and be real, that's the thing, too, bro. Like when he hit on no ego, bro. Like, and I know that, like, people probably think, like, we lie when we say that, but it's literally, like, I ain't gonna say we probably don't have instances where we probably be, like, feeling the ways, but it's just like, bro, we brothers. So it's just like we figure it out, bro. There's no ego in this space. Yeah. When I say that, it's like if Mick idea work, even if I think something completely different, bro. If your idea work, bro, is bet we doing it. It's like no questions, and it's not no like back and forth or like, oh, that was what I thought. It's like, nah, bro, we win. Like he is humble about that, bro. I'm the one always like Max Preps. Like people like come up to me like Max Preps. I'm like, that's not me. And people like, bro, like what do you like again? But I'm more so saying that like I'm proud of like my brother like doing something to help grow both of us, bro. Like he made that play. So I want his flowers to always be on there when people ask, you know what I'm saying? He the same way with me. So it's just like, it's very unique, man. Like I'm telling you, and I grew up in the city, bro. Like it's hard to find people that think like that and move like that. Cause a lot of times people are always gimme, or how can I get the most out of this situation instead of just like, all right, bro, let's work, let's grind. And bro, if we win together, if we put our heads together, we'll get a larger piece of the pie if we do it together. Right. But everybody don't think like that. And like I said, like how you said, Coach, some people kind of think a little closed-minded and small, man. And it's just like we kind of like we're easy to like weed people out. Cause I'll be honest, people don't like that. Okay.
That's what you're speaking on, man.
Yeah, that's real.
He gonna teach you about that in a minute.
Oh yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, I can't help it. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's real.
I feel this.
Yeah, man. Like, and I don't think people realize how much we talk because it's instances like people call him and they'll call me and they'll say things and they're like, and I hold on, Mick. He be like, nah, bro. I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah. Same instance, and it's just like, nah, like we really like we're really friends. We have a real bond. So it's just like people can't really like interfere with that. And like I said, we didn't build it on business to where we're like, all right, we're just gonna do business and a byproduct of that, we're friends. Nah, we were cool. We're gonna continue being cool. And then a byproduct of us being cool is like genuinely like, I think it was months later when we was just like, bro, let's do sevens. Like we talked about it. It was like maybe we'll do something. But we was like, it was kind of one of them things like, bro, we just playing a game, shooting it, whatever. And it's just like, all right, bro, let's do this. And it's, I feel like it was more organic that way.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. It sounds like some for our end, like what Coach Sean and Coach Al, myself, and a few other guys, everybody in the chat know. Like, man, that's how it is with us. And you'll be surprised how many people like, especially in the college football world, and I'm not even lying to check and tell you, like how many like coaches and people like watch us from afar. And hear what we're saying, especially with Coach Sean and Coach Al and Coach Carl, what they be saying, and they respect what they're saying. And that's why I'm like, man, what you guys are doing is something very, very special, man. And I know it's going to only get bigger. So I hope y'all ready. But I know one question I have for y'all is like, I know y'all have like coaches and stuff. I think last year I was so jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I seen this one when I seen Avery. I was so jealous.
We was fanned out.
I would have been so fanned out, bro. Because I just left the HBCU Legacy Bowl, and I walked up and seen one of my favorite wide receivers growing up, Jimmy Smith, and it was extremely fanned out, and ran over there and got a picture with him, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Jimmy Smith.
He should.
Yeah. And shook hands with Mel Blount. I was like, bro, you dudes are legends in the HBCU space. Okay. And like, you dudes are not in the HBCU space, NFL space and all that. Yeah. But what do coach, like, with these type of people coming out there, like, what do coaches look for? Like the Kirby Smarts and just naming coaches, Steve Sarkisian. What do these coaches come out here? Do they come out to these events and try to look for some particular talent out of these players? Like I said, I don't really know too much about it. That's why I said y'all are really one of the first ones I'm going to.
I'll let you go, Mick, if you want to explain a little bit of that.
Yeah, like explain a little bit. We strategically did this, and maybe we're giving a little bit of our sauce, but it's been 2 years now. So we've always set our date right before, as close as we can get to the dead period. And we do it before. And that's because we don't want to miss kids on visits. Kids are kind of all around the place, and there's a lot of eyeballs for this next class. And so for us, technically, college coaches aren't allowed being there. It's a dead period. But the reasoning really behind the live stream was to be able to give that resource to coaches. So now Max Preps is be able to put this on. And so last year we had a lot of coaches reaching out, asking for a live stream from Power 5 massive schools, teams that are competing in the playoffs. We have a bunch of general managers and director of player personnel and director of recruiting following us. So this year, I think a lot of these coaches are going to be able to watch this live stream and just be able to get to see these kids. I mean, obviously, sometimes some of this doesn't translate to what they're looking for, but it does in a sense where they can watch these kids they're about to talk to, right, or offer and scout them a little bit, or maybe even Monday morning when they're about to go and call these kids for the first time. Hey, I got to watch you, over the weekend. It's a great way to build a relationship with those kids as well for the recruiting process. So as of now, coaches aren't allowed being there. Never know if someone's in some disguise in the corner, but we try to hold it, keep everything NCAA compliant on our side. So
thanks.
Y'all try not to get nobody in trouble with the NCAA.
Absolutely not. No. There's already enough things with NIL now. They got 20 times more things to worry about with the NCAA than in the past. So try to keep it cool for all of them.
Yeah. So far as the setup goes, okay, for this weekend, right? So be down at Morehouse, right? Is that okay to say?
No, we ain't gonna be at Morehouse. So we're gonna announce it. We'll tell y'all after.
Okay. Right. Well, where the field? Let's the field setup. Okay, so you have got games going on opposite ends of the fields, right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. So from a coach's standpoint, if I'm looking at the live feed, okay, is it a like an all 22 shot from that side angle? Do you have the end zone shot, so they can actually use it for cutups, scouting? Yeah. Will you guys do that? Have you, socialize that with your college coaches and people that you're contacting, or what they want to see, so you can kind of feed that a little bit, which makes you a resource to them, so to speak, which builds you feel where I'm going?
I got a little segue. It pays having a co-founder that worked in college football. Yeah, that was something he was just like, bro, we got to do cut-ups. And I was like,
man. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
So it's like, if I'm the customer, and I'm you're trying to get what I need, what I call voice of the customer, right? Then that only gives you better, how should I say, a capability to provide what you need for them, because the kids are the resource.
Yep.
But what they're going to sign, those are the customers. And you guys are like intermediary, and so the voice of the customer on both sides of that really, man, from the brainstorming behind what you're trying to do, offline, we could talk about a lot of this stuff, right? And boy, oh boy, I feel the energy already.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. When we built this, that was something that we really wanted to do. And like my background in coaching is like, and working college football, I was like, we want to make a 7-on-7 event that coaches can be proud of and they can look at and say, this is something that we want our kids to be at. And so everything we've done since the beginning of this is like, we want to make sure we have that flair, that Atlanta vibe to it. We also want to keep it to make sure that it's keeping football and like you said, the consumers, the college coaches that are watching, they can actually sit down and respect the game that we're putting on. So that's something we've always had a vision that has meant a lot. And going into the cut-ups, we're going to make sure we have cut-ups and whatnot. I was telling Z, I'm like, man, I've broken down thousands of clips, of kids and whatnot when I was working as a student assistant for the GAs. And this is something that they want. And again, like giving back value to the kids, that's something that the kids would probably want, right? Where they can say, hey, coach, here's my cut up from the 7s. I got to play this kid, and this kid across the country. So I'm on the exact same. We're on the same page as you over here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. These two guys right here, including Coach Carl, who's not up here. When I say they are always looking at the details in the game. They love the all 22. They love breaking down the game. Trust me, I learned so much from them. I mean, I thought I knew football, and then my mind has grown over. I have gotten a lot better at college football 26, by the way. By a lot of
because of that.
Because a lot of the stuff that they have broken down, I'm like, okay, I know how to see defenses a lot better. So that's why I already know why he asked that question.
Look, Coach Al was spot on. I already knew where he was going. I promise you. And to segue into that what he said was so prevalent, man, because I've seen it. I guess from both angles. I've seen smaller, more regional tournaments that really didn't do any of that, and I've seen the bigger tournaments for vertical. I think it was called Hustle Up 7 or something like that. I can't remember, but they had a lot of teams there, and these guys were doing cut up. Like they had everything going, man. What I really used to I guess what I missed the most, and I told Brinsky this one time, it was just me and him was backstage. For me, the 7-on-7 scene is where you can really see. I guess you won't notice this unless you get out there and coach it, right? Because if you don't stay around that particular team long enough, you may even miss it. 7-on-7 for me was sort of like AAU basketball. I can really see which kids sulk, which kids may have a bad game, but gonna gristle up. They want to get back out there. It let me see. I'll never forget. I won't use no names. I kind of got in trouble by their mom for using names. So I coached a kid that was a lower level kid. Kid didn't have any offers. Oh, matter of fact, I take that back. He had one offer from a Division II school. Other kid from this area, I'll just say he went to Madison Academy up here and played at a SEC school. 5-star running back. Everybody knew who he was. This, that, and the third. And the kid I had, we played against these guys and locked him down. Did nothing. We was fussing at him. If it's man to man, cover 3, you gotta find the window. Especially when we out there on him, right? I was totally flabbergasted at how the 5-star kid was over there just snapping, throwing his helmet. I'm like, he act like that, and all of us saw it. Right. So it lets you 7-on-7 where you can really see which kids are how can I say this, are coddled, right?
Oh, for sure.
And which kids are like, no, coach, they playing cover 3. Let me have him. You get beat on a play. Okay, cool. This kid here want to get back. He ready. And this kid got no offers. So it really show you the mental side of these kids. And it really showed me the kids who getting all the pub sometimes may not be the most mentally strong kid.
I agree with you. These coach, I think to be honest, I saw somebody said something in the chat about it, but like the coaches, I think they kind of like they kind of help give 7-on-7 a bad rep with kind of like what they allow. And like the mannerisms, I'll just be all the way transparent. Like, one thing we don't do, like, we're not really into the antics. Not to say we nobody parents or we're just sitting up here, we're setting the stage. We're just like, hey, these are the rules. You either gonna abide by them or you're not. We don't care that you are the 5-star such and such. You can get off the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your coach, we're not talking to him either. He can go too. because that happens. They'll be like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
such as this week. Like, we
Yes.
don't care, bro. He's
Yeah.
a kid, bro. Like, not to say we don't respect your representation and things like that, but we understand that, bro. You have not made it anywhere, bro. And that's not to say that we're here rooting for you. That's why we're putting this on.
Exactly.
But don't think that you're gonna set the rules. And I think that those type of things happen where some of the celebrations get like a little raunchy. They get kind of crazy. And like I said, I'm not BSing you. We're not into that. Because like I said, Mick has a college football background, and like I'm trying to, build in recruiting. And so it's just like we want to put these kids in the best light possible. You know what I'm saying? Where we tell them, and we don't mind sometimes pulling them aside, because sometimes that's really what they need is hey, like, bro, like, I don't know who's allowing you to do that, but you ain't finna do that here. You know what I'm saying? And we breed competition. So like at our tournaments, like, it doesn't matter what you ranked. Like, if you say you a dog, we gonna match you up. So like, I was gonna say, like, it's a kid that's from Bama, man. He on a 5-star right now. Not saying we're the reason he's a 5-star, because he's a dog in his own right. All I want to say is we just took that light and we just shined it that way. Where people like, who is that? Corey Barber right now at LSU, 5-star receiver, was a man amongst boys at the sevens, where he was doing 5-star and 4-star DBs like they were children. And people were like, he was a 3-star when he came. And people was just like, again, that just opened the light. And that's what we want with sevens, to where we're like, hey, like, of course, like, we know we got to do business and set certain things for semantics, but man, we're all competition based. So if you a dog, let's play football. Like, let's keep it football. And if you do the right thing, the game of football can take you somewhere else. And so, like, he always, like I said, even like on social media, he shouts us out to this day. I always say, oh, sevens best tournament, because he, again, a kid that got that dog in him, that put the work in, saw it. His teammate Briggs Cherry, Elite 11 finalist. Yeah. Again, all these kids are just like, they just need that opportunity. And I just feel like the dog's always gonna rise. And like, of course, we had a couple 5-stars that the writers like to pump up and say, or people be like, oh, such and such, he's committed to such and such. And then we saw some kids that just made them look like, child's play,
Yeah, been through that.
So, been through that. You know something, Z? It's very complex out there on this recruiting circuit now. With a lot of these agencies and everything, what they can and cannot do, who they can talk to, who they can't talk to. It's people just don't know behind the scenes. It's very complicated like that. So I'm glad that you guys are independent, okay? Which means that you could do what you want. And I love it that you're keeping it a buck. You're keeping it professional. Say, let your talk on the field, between the sidelines, between the 50s and the end zones, okay? Let that and put that on tape. That's your product. That's you, not your mouth. Not your mouth. Okay, what you put on tape is you. Okay, because I can get out there and talk mouth, and I'm 65 years old, so that ain't gonna get nothing on the field. Okay,
that's facts, though.
I mean, I really love what you guys are doing.
I know one of our guys, Dwight, in the chat. Shout out to Dwight. Said, "Do the sevens have an age range?"
18U and 15U. So we kind of Mick is currently working on like a little. We won't bring it to the babies, but right now we try to just focus on like recruiting to get those guys like to the next level, to like shine some light on them. It hurts my heart last year, man. I didn't have a single Auburn Tiger sign in the tournament out of 140 kids. It's like, bro.
Hey man, ain't it beautiful? That's lovely. I was trying not to go there with you, man. I was trying to leave you alone.
Oh man, Mick knows I'm sick. Like, we had a couple kids out there, like, they committed to Auburn at the time. I'm like, that's what I'm in that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. And that didn't pan out too well for us. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, well, Mick said something about a Jackson State guy, so I'm all about what Mick's talking about.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, absolutely.
I love, right?
Yeah, that's his alumni.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I was about to add, you can tell some of the folks, man, about some of the guys that y'all had there, some of the big names, because of course I think Quez and Dylan was out there. EJ, I forgot they 7-on-17. They're gonna be back this Saturday.
They play with Gas.
Yeah, Gas. So definitely shout out to them boys. They got a whole new crop of boys. So
yeah, they looking crazy.
Tell them about all the players that you guys had out there so far.
Mick, I'm gonna let you go, man. That's Mick's right there.
Shoot, I mean, I don't know where to start. We had 130 kids signed to Division I schools from last year's event.
I'll do this flex for you. No, go ahead. My fault. I thought I had it loaded.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, so we had 130 kids signed Division I schools. Top 5 schools was the U with 8 kids. Alabama and Georgia had 6 kids signed. Yep. USC 5 and Texas A&M 5. So from last year's class, you had people like Calvin Russell. You had Madden Williams. You had Jordan Edmonds. It's in Alabama. EJ Crowell. Kingston Pryor. I know it's an Alabama kid. He'll be playing this year with 24K Cold Hearts. I'm trying to go through the list here, and I mean,
Cooper,
Derek
Cooper.
List.
Yeah,
Derek Cooper.
At Texas.
Yep. Nick Lanier, obviously, he'll be playing again this year. Bryson Wright will be back. So last year, Bryson Wright, he was 14 years old with a goatee in Boston, 5 stars in the 18U division, like crazy. So get to see him now being 15, having more facial hair than me is going to be impressive to watch. But there's just so many guys. I mean, right now we're going through a list. We have about 40%. We already have 10 5-stars locked in. So I think this year is going to be bigger.
I think with the right kid, man, my fault. With the right kid, man, with him doing that event for the NFL when he caught that ball with one hand, and I was like, how old is he again?
I know, right?
Oh my God. Hey man, I can't wait to see him in person because I know he's about to show out because I know the lights is definitely gonna be on him because it's gonna be one of those kids to watch, man.
The viral clip we had when he went up and kind of it was on the number 1 corner in the country, committed to yours truly at the time. I'm just saying, we was like, oh, he's a guy. That's how we knew. He was like, oh, he's a guy.
Yep.
That's what I said, man. And he got a little more time. I know with kids like him, man, he's only going to I think the 2028 class. Yeah, he probably jump up to that 2027 class. Kids like him, they starting to do that a little bit more, like how EJ did with the past class. He supposed to be 2027 and jumped into 2026 class. He's not going to be in high school too much longer. That's why you got to enjoy those kids while you got them there.
Do you know the first time I seen EJ?
And it was one game that I regret missing too.
That BTW.
Yep. And
when he ran out, I was like, who is this? Like, oh my God.
And he was just a freshman then.
Bro, yeah, freshman looking like a grown man. And I'm like, bro, he was like, granted, we won the game, but I was like, Lord Jesus, like, hey man, that was like, I knew he was gonna be somebody. I'll just say that.
I never even heard of Jackson, Alabama until BTW played him in that playoff game.
Facts.
And they still had the video up there. And then somebody that got where EJ scored the touchdown at the end. I just want to throw this out there. He fumbled before he crossed the line, but there's no hit. I was glad that they called it a touchdown. I was like, whoo! If they had replay in high school, we would have definitely lost to that. But that was a classic game, man.
Yeah, it was. It was a real good game.
Yeah, man. I seen Mass Prep put out like a all-time sevens players, not seven, like 7-on-7 players of all time. Who are you guys' favorite 7-on-7 players that you have seen?
Nick, you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
It can be anybody.
I gotta hear this.
For me, Jaden Hazelwood. I'm from Atlanta and I'm from the East Side, so it's just like Jaden Hazelwood was crazy in 7-on-7. I want to say because he was so good in 7-on-7 at the time when he committed to Oklahoma, that's why he was the number 1 receiver in the country. So for me, Jaden Hazelwood, Keyshawn Henderson, the kid going to Houston. He played quarterback, receiver, and safety in 7-on-7. He was just that athletic. Crazy athlete. Yeah, he was a crazy athlete. I think Houston got a good one. Of course, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is always going to be number 1. Travis Hunter is just a demigod athlete. Especially 7-on-7. You just throw it up, and he legit is just like, throw it up, Travis down there somewhere. He's going to go get that. Justin Fields always was pretty good. And then, oh, man, what's the kid? Dang, my mind drawing a blank. Bryce Young was good, bro, but I didn't see too much Bryce Young to say like to go like, you know what I'm saying, all the way in on it. But then Jaden Daniels as well. Jaden Daniels was always on my top list.
You know something. Just to chime in 1 second here.
Yes,
I think that because what 7-on-7 is becoming now, it's got a life of its own now. You know what I mean? where you're going to see even more people emerge, more guys emerge. We know the studs that you're talking about. They are them. You know what I mean? But because of what you're doing with 7-on-7, man, the myth is just going to grow. Because if even when Justin Fields, who's from Cobb County, right over there where I coach and all that stuff like that, all them guys, there's so much talent in that area, man. They didn't have this platform like on a larger scale, some of those guys, like what you're doing now on a national scale now, man, so I just want to drop that in right there. It's only going to grow. It's only going to get
appreciate that.
The myths are only going to grow. The legends are only going to grow. Can you imagine if Julio Jones was in sevens right now with what he was doing? He was the first guy that did the one hand Odell. He was Odell Beckham before Odell Beckham in pregame warmups with a 40-something yard vertical in the corner of the end zone, just showing off. Okay? Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I love that.
Ain't Julio team in sevens event?
Yeah, so he coaching with Huncho. They so it's Quavo's team, and then he's gonna be like the head coach over there, him and Roddy.
Okay.
So shout out to Parlay, man. Parlay a good dude, man.
I didn't want you to just throw that out there, man.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be like when you were saying like with Ed Reed. So I was on the field at the time, and I remember, like I said, me and Mick, we like kids, bro. Mick, he's like, bro, Ed Reed is here, and I'm like, it's like all the kids out there, none of them are like really caring. They just like playing, and like Lisa, I'm like, bro, what? We running like Ed Reed, and then next thing you know, it's like, bro, Champ Bailey right here. Champ real cool with us now, so it's like crazy for us to like man, like we talk to Champ Bailey, like sometimes we gotta kind of like, all right, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, we grew up playing with you on Madden, bro. Like, what? This is crazy. And then like, you a cool dude too? Like, man, nah.
Yeah. What about you, Mick? What about your seven? What about your top five?
So I came, like I said, I came into 7-on-7 late, so I never really. I mean, I'll be honest. I know, like, I still don't know all the rules yet. I kind of let Z handle that. You know what I mean? I'm like, you handle the rules.
Hey, everybody play their part. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So for me, it's like I'm a Bengals guy, Jamar Chase. Saw some stuff with him playing 7-on-7. I feel like when I first started researching, when I met Zarian, I'm like, let me get into this. Kool-Aid McKinstry, for some reason, I saw a lot. And Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. So like those are the kind of like the four that I really. When I was just trying, like I'm just going on Google, typing 7-on-7 into Google, trying to learn the game. That's kind of who I put my eyes on. But Jeremiah Smith, kind of looking at OT7 pass stuff. I watched some of theirs, like seeing Jeremiah Smith out there, Brandon Ennis, stuff like that. It's like, all right, those guys are balling also. It makes a ton of sense why they're at where they're at now. Kind of like what Coach was saying, man. If we had Jeremiah Smith, we had this going years ago and had Jeremiah Smith, and we're sitting here going, whoa. That kid was good. Didn't know he was gonna be that good.
That's right.
So it's cool. We're gonna be excited. I feel like in years to come. When I was working college football, it was fun rewatching it after I left because I saw the kids I recruited and where they went and what their careers kind of turned into. And now it's kind of redoing it where I'm running out of the recruits. This last class in college football was the last kids I was recruiting. So now we're relearning the new kids and. I'm sure in a couple of years here, and I'll be drinking some beers and watching college football and be like, "Oh, remember him?" So it's gonna be cool.
That's the way it goes. Yeah,
I love it. I got a cousin.
The weather's gonna be beautiful this weekend.
The weather's gonna be super beautiful, man. I have a cousin that out in Cincinnati now who's like a huge sports guy. His name is Marshall Harris. He does all type of sports stuff out there, man. He's actually a graduate of Mississippi State and does a lot of big things, but. When you talk about 7-on-7, man, and I'm a little biased here. Right? I got to give a big shout out, man, to the young brother Tank Dale. I don't know if you guys remember Tank Dale.
Remember Tank? Yeah.
Played for the Texans. He hurt himself really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
He actually signed with Alabama A&M, University, which is my alma. Out of high school, he committed to FIU. He was a 2-star kid, 5'10", 160. Electric down at Mainland Raiders, I think it was. They're 7-on-7 down at Deerfield Beach. Shout out to my brother Brad Jefferson and my brother
Elon. Down there.
Yeah, they coached that kid down there before he came up here to A&M and eventually transferred out. He did so well, he transferred out. And I went over there with Coach JB at the Independence, whatever that stuff is. Coach JB used to do, and then he ended up going to
Houston.
Houston. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of 707 kids, man, who really done big things. I still remember seeing Jabril Peppers, the kid that played safety.
I remember, yeah, he did. I want to say he played with Boom.
I think he did play with Boom. Yeah, monster. That kid was a monster, man. I thought he was gonna play offense at one point in time.
Yeah. No,
so yeah, man. I just, I kind of second what Coach Al is saying, man. You guys, to me, I have a soft spot in my heart, man, for 707 because that's where I really made my bones at before having an opportunity to help out in high school, actual football. That actually prepared me offensively to understand route concepts and to understand really how to communicate with kids of a younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Not far much younger from me because, a lot of my nephews and stuff were still in high school. So it really prepared me, man, to understand how to get through. I tell people all the time, and Coach Al, you'll appreciate this. Like I got several teammates. We all have several friends who played the game. Just because you played the game don't really mean you have the dichotomy to teach that to another individual. Like you have all that knowledge up here, but if you don't have a presentation in teaching what you have, not telling them what to do, but teaching them, right? You can tell them what to do after you're confident they understand what they're doing, right? The teaching part is what they don't get. And I tell my partners all the time, they always, well, you should have done this. You should have ran it. It's different when you out there. It's different when the game is going, and you in the heat of it. So I have a very, very, very big affection for 707. When Brinsky put me on to you guys, big shout out to Brinsky because he's been you guys' top supporter. I promise you he has.
And
yes, sir.
Yeah, through him, we all start supporting you guys and reposting your stuff and just trying to help out, man. And so I give Brinsky a huge shout out for that, man. And so I just want to tell you that's for me, Sean, Coach Al, we really appreciate what you guys do, man. We're gonna support you guys from here on out. That's a fact.
Love that.
I really appreciate it, man.
That.
Hey man, that was very nice of you, man.
It's real. Hey, it's as real as it get, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, man. Y'all already know, man. Ain't no jealous bone in my body, man. I can if I see them doing it, like for one, these dudes ain't even 30 years old and they doing this.
It's crazy.
That's even better, man.
That's even better, man.
I'm just gonna bless. I'll let this is amazing, man. Stuff like this inspires me every day.
It's facts.
That's what I said, man. I'm just 34 and I am just loving it, man. Just seeing stuff like this. And I just said, man, I just want to do something in sports. And then that's the whole point of having this platform. And you just meeting so many people, you meet Dukes. And that's why I said, like, I'm meeting Mick for the first time.
Yeah.
But of course, I already know you, Z. And man, you just meet so many people through this stuff, man, and just keep growing and growing. Like just being out and about at HBCU thing. Somebody knew me from just doing this, which I thought was crazy. I was like,
facts.
oh wow.
Yeah.
I can only imagine when y'all keep growing from this, how y'all gonna be, man. I think one of the last few questions I have, but I do want to show these pictures because I did like look at your style, man. Like,
yeah,
man,
like I told you,
man, super happy to just be up on Ed Reed. We got Champ, baby. And of course, man, y'all know Cam personally, so.
Oh, bro, yeah, he's a huge.
Z doesn't like that picture.
That dude's so big,
bro. Gotta play the hat, man.
Why you don't like the picture, man? Because man,
they tried to put me in the middle.
Man. Yeah, I tried to put him in the middle. Yeah,
like, bro, I'm 5'7", bro. no, sir.
I like, man, he is what he is, man. The man can't stop who he is, man.
Yeah, man.
But man, where do y'all want to see this at the end of the day? Like, what is the I don't know. What is how far y'all want to go with this? How big do you want it to be? What do y'all want to do with it? I don't know, man. Do y'all have a plan for that, or y'all just going with the flow? I don't know.
I like to think that Zier and I are psychotic enough to not be able to have that answer, or we kind of want to take it as far as it can go.
I love it.
Right? Where like the first idea with the money was 10 grand. And after 5 minutes of talking to each other, it went to 20. And so like, that's kind of how we roll a little bit. And so I think, I just think that this event's going to be, we just keep doing the right things. We keep making the right relationships, everybody walking away with the right experience. I think that this thing can be a really national thing where everybody in the country knows about it. I feel like people are already getting to that, but also, who knows? Like, I think for us, like, we want to bring it to other avenues. I think we want to bring it to the kids. We want to bring it to girls flag football. Girls flag football just became an NCAA sport, and we want to, Ziri and I, we're big mama's boys, So for us, we want to kind of give back to the women, and so I don't know. I think for us, we're just going to keep taking this bigger and bigger, trying to keep it, giving back to the programs as much as we can. And just setting a standard. I think that's why I really started this idea was like, hey, let's set a standard in youth sports. We felt like it was maybe lacking a little bit and we wanted to bring it up. And so now it's like, cool, let's kind of keep this benchmark and keep raising it on people. So that's how I'm kind of thinking on it. But Z, I don't know if you have a different vision.
I'm with you always, brother. We want to take it to the moon, man. No limitations, man. Keep growing until like to the point that we can possibly go into other sports and people are just like looking at us for like standardizing the space. And we just like I said, we're not the people that try to like take your money and then give you a $20 trophy and just say, hey, nice photo op, go home. Nah, we want you to have an experience because we feel like if people, they won't remember what you say, they won't remember sometimes what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. So as long as we can make people feel valued and feel supported, I feel like we'll always win with that moniker. And so that's what, like, what I'm saying is we're going to do it together. We came in together. We're going to keep doing it together, and we're just going to take it as far as we can take it.
And then I know they probably have some last questions or whatnot, but I just want to say, man, this is a whole nother thing with somebody like, I know with Coach Al being in Atlanta, how well connected he is. I know he's very valuable to y'all, like just letting other people meet other people.
For sure.
Because I know, man, he like with him, just talking to him in so many ways, like, man, just being our OG, especially with Coach Sean. I look at Coach Sean as a big brother. I look at Coach Al as a father figure / big brother. That's and he just give me so much wisdom on all that, man, and just seeing them connected with so many people. And I know Coach Al be very valuable for y'all, like down the line, especially y'all being frat brothers whatsoever. But I know, man, the more you get to know him, trust me, you'll blow up his phone all the time.
Nah, definitely, man. Let's keep connecting. Nope, I love it.
We're gonna do that, Fi. Yeah. I tell you something, man. Really, there's a distinction I'm feeling here, is that you guys are young cats with an old school vibe.
Yes,
and
sir.
What happens is that in this day and age is gonna make you stand out because it's so different and unique. It's a rare thing, and to be genuine and authentic as you guys are, man. Don't ever change that foundationally because that can't be replicated, right? People can try to copy that, but it can't be duplicated or replicated because it's not coming from the source where you guys are connected, So that's why, I tell the guys all the time, there's 4 C's in success: communication, collaboration, chemistry, and continuity. And you guys seem to have that naturally. So success is guaranteed. That's all I gotta say, man. I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend.
Yeah, thanks so much, Coach.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
Facts, man. I love it, man. Brinsky is right. Coach Al is definitely, the guy we all lean on, man. Especially, my connection is my father died, at an early age, man, through an aneurysm. Yeah, man. So I love listening to somebody like Coach Al, who's been where I've been, who understand competition and understand you can't please everybody in that space, understanding, trying to get through the kids, understanding that even other adults, some of them are just not. That's why I really respect you guys' relationship, because some adults are just they're just not out there for the right reasons. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah, that's real.
And sometimes you have to go through those things to find out which ones are which, even some of my close friends who played ball with me in school, some of these guys had other alternatives, you know what I mean? And mine was different. I wanted to actually, these kids looked up to me, man. And even now, if you call my phone, it say Coach Sean on there, because even these kids who went on to play pro ball, Quez Watkins and Shadarius Townsend, these kids all came from us, you know what I mean? And they still call me that right now to this day. So, that's special to me, man. So piggybacking off Coach Al, man, you guys continue to do what you do, man. Don't let nothing or nobody deter you. Keep the man upstairs first. It's gonna go right as long as you do that. And as long as you branching and doing you guys positive things that you're doing. My grandma used to tell me good manners will take you where money won't. You know what I mean? And those spaces that you guys are hitting sometimes will be formed off of I guess the foundation that you guys bring. You know what I mean? People are gonna feed off that energy, what you guys doing. And we prime examples of it, man. So shout out to you guys. You got some supporters right here on this channel. And shout out to Brinsky, man, for really linking us with you guys and turning this on to you guys. Blessings to y'all, man.
Appreciate that, man, so much.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
awesome.
Man. Oh, yeah, man. And just I'm trying to see how I want to. Well, I'll let everybody. I'll let y'all brothers shout out channels, your Instagrams and Twitters or whatever, where folks can find you. But I do want y'all to answer this because I know it's too late for people to participate in this year. But for the future stuff, how can they join, be one of the participants in one of these events?
Facts. Yeah, definitely. I got friends that be hitting me up about stuff like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, for sure. They can just DM us at the Sevens Football, or just like Mick just created an information form to where they can go in and input all their information, and where they can tell us where they're from, location, and about where their team is, roster, prestige, all the whole nine, to where we just get a lot of information. I know sometimes teams are a little mad at us, to be honest, because the hardest decision we make is selecting 16 teams out of sometimes 200 to 300 requests. So it's just you got to kind of just try to see who's like really who really is because people will try to pump themselves up. Nothing wrong with that. It's marketing, but we get it too. But yeah, they can just like I said, just contact us that way, and then you can like I said, follow us at the Sevens Football, man. We just trying to keep growing this thing. Like I said, I'm Z. You can follow me at Z. That's my Instagram. But the Sevens Football, man. That's where we'll be at.
And I'll make sure I put all the social media handles and all that in the description, everybody, just in case it's hard to find. But my fault, Nick.
Yeah, no, I mean, like kind of what he said, I mean, yeah, just really check out our Instagram. We're going on YouTube now as well, TikTok, X.
Yeah.
Give those subscribe, a like if you can, a follow. We're trying to build those up as much as possible. Coach on YouTube, hopefully get those cut ups here after.
Oh yeah.
So everybody can kind of see those reps of all the kids competing throughout the event. So we're working on that for YouTube. So tap in with that. And no, we really appreciate it. It was really great meeting you all. I mean, just moving down here and working in sports, I always just appreciate meeting other people, especially guys who've done it longer than us, and just connecting. It's just, I enjoy it. I enjoy just human interaction. So I really appreciate it. And Brinsky, I know you're talking about college football. Hit my line. I had to show Z what's up. That's how we kind of started this thing. So if you want the work, hit me up. We'll see how that defense is doing in the game. So
there's always somebody. You always got to show somebody. Everybody always wants smoke.
Stuck in my head this whole time. I started getting competitive. I need that.
If you want to smoke, it will be a barbecue.
Okay. There we go.
Coach John and Coach Al, let the folks know where they can find y'all as always.
You can definitely find me, man, at JMHO Sports Talk. It just stands for Just My Humble Opinion. That's all it is. We just, I hate when people hit me and ask me questions like we just these, as far as I know Coach Al feel the way I feel. I know Brinsky feel the way I feel. What's going on with such and such? Y'all the inside. Nope. No insider here. Don't want that moniker. Yeah. Please don't put that term get through around way too much for me. I like to refer to us as just the whiteboard guys. If you want to talk about, formations, if you want to talk about coverages, if you want to talk about how to attack a defense, we can do that all day long. But no insider here. But JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, we just talk ball here, man. And life.
And life.
I love that.
We stay in the zone. And so yeah, y'all know where to find me. You can find me on IG, al.sanders.10. Hit me up and we can chat. We can chop it up. We can be on X, all of that. But as always, I'm going to say, you got to keep the 6-inch space between your ears free of all that madness that's out there. There's no way you can live an exceptional life if you tap into the negativity. How can anything negative be positive?
It's fair.
And life is living a great life is all about not how should I say, Coach Sean? Hype or this self-talk thing. You have to tap into yourself, man.
Definitely.
And find who you are outside of the madness that's going on in this world. So stay free.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Receive that.
And of course, everybody, y'all already know, man, I'm Brent Sharpe of the Sharpe Shooters Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody up here showing love as always. And these guys like to put themselves down, man. They can't. I know they say we the whiteboard guys, they more the whiteboard guys because they know this game way more than I will ever know. But we have parents of pretty big time recruits that love us, and definitely we just want to shout out to Jay, Xavier Griffin mom.
Yeah.
Oh man, what I said, man, it's a lot of folks. Yeah. It's a lot of folks that's what I'm saying, man. You'll be surprised how many folks. I'm surprised they not just popping through, just say, hey, they always show love, man. Definitely appreciate those parents. And definitely shout out to Noah Carter. Shout out to Ebony. Noah going to Georgia Tech. He gonna do big things down there, and can't wait to see how he do, man. But these shiny trophies, man. These I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I seen you show the video to taking them out the box, them things was beautiful. And I know
they're 2 feet tall. They're 2 feet tall.
Jesus,
wow,
love that, man.
Yeah, they almost bigger than me for sure. Look, when Mick had him out the box and it took up half his body, I was like, I don't stand a chance.
Y'all already know, man. It's going down Saturday and Sunday. What time we kicking off? Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, 8:30.
8:30. Early in the morning.
Yeah. No, we got to.
Okay, man. I know I really got to get down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all, of course, y'all see all the teams that's going to be out there February 28th through March the 1st. So definitely be out there 8 o'clock. You got to be out there bright and early. See some of the people, shake some hands, kiss some babies, and all that good stuff. You never know who you may see. And
you never know.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you right now, today's price is not gonna be tomorrow's price.
Nah.
Because I'm telling these boys are on the rise, man. I can't wait to see where you guys go. And of course, knowing Mick now, and of course Z, man, you already know it's love all over here, brother.
Yes, sir. Always locked in.
But just to do this one last thing, they know what's coming.
Yeah.
Since you are an Auburn, alum, he is an Auburn alum, ladies and gentlemen.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
I just want to throw this out there. It's always for
And LSU.
At all.
You guys are giving me ammo over here.
LSU.
Yeah, man, it's going down Saturday, and we'll catch all of y'all out there, man. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I put the link for the YouTube channel for those guys. Make sure you hit that link to go over there, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Thank you all.